Let's get it. We are live, baby. Come on. Let's go. Let's get it. Lil Uzi's the GOAT. Don't at me, man. Come on. Let's go. What is good? All right, we're going to give people a second to tune in. I mean, I keep doing these on LinkedIn and YouTube, and it's just another point. No one tunes in. It's absolutely crazy, honestly. What are we going to do? Whatever. Hold up. What's good? As you guys are tuning in, let me know how your day is going. I'm bumping that shit, honestly. My bad. As you guys are tuning in, let me know how your day is going in the comments. Caitlin, what's going on? How you doing? We're going to get this rolling in a second here. I just want to give people a minute to tune in. Tonight, we're going to talk about how to lose weight and build muscle at the same time. So if you're interested, you want to learn how to do that, stick around and listen up. Just like to give people a minute. You know, sometimes the whole Instagram thing's a little whack, and I don't know. Sometimes some people don't see it, so it's all good. As you guys are tuning in, let me know how your day's going in the comments. We'd love to hear from you guys. As always, we're gonna get this rolling in a second. I'm just gonna cue a couple things here. Lil Uzi's the GOAT. What are you gonna do? Nah, honestly, I don't really listen to a lot of rap. I don't know, something about Lil Uzi though. I like to get hyped, you know. I like to get hyped. So that's that. Just coming off a very chill weekend for the kid. You know, didn't do much. Just hit the gym. You know, laundry, meal prep. It sounds corny, but I mean, honestly, I like to keep to myself. I don't really like to drink too much or go out too often. I'm pretty conservative in that regard now these days, which is I'm totally fine with. I'm kind of content with where I'm at, you know. But everyone's different, you know. And this is chapstick, okay? It's not a vape. People were pressing me, hey, man, vaping, but nope, it's chapstick. So let's get this rolling, okay? We're going to get this rolling. 3, 2, 1. Boom. What is up, squad? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your boy, Coach Sal. Let's get it. In today's episode, we're talking about how to lose weight and build muscle at the same time. Yes, it is possible. Listen up, okay? So what is the number one thing that you need to do if you want to lose weight and build muscle at the same time? Number one, focusing on resistance training. Cardio is not the answer. It doesn't have to be in the gym. You can do stuff from home. I believe that as well. But at the same time, you need to be moving your body and doing some form of strength and resistance training. If you are someone who thinks that doing tons of cardio is going to build you the body of your dreams, you are sadly mistaken. And especially for my women too. You guys will not get bulky if you're lifting weights. This is such a huge misconception that I hear nowadays. Oh, well, Sal, I'm scared. I'm going to get bulky. I can't lift weights. I'm just going to run all the time. Well, I'll tell you what. Then you're never going to reach your goals. That's what it is. You have to lift weights. You won't get bulky. You know, it's understanding how to do that properly, okay? Like, here's the thing. You can lose body fat riding a Peloton. The scale will go down, right? But you will never really sculpt or tone your body the way that you want if you choose that route. You'll never get that hourglass figure, the thick lower half, the tight toned abs, the sculpted arms. You won't get that riding a Peloton. I'm sorry. And it blows my mind how these people will spend $1,500, $2,000 on this bike. And it's like, yo, a gym membership's like $20, $30. Planet Fitness is $10. And you'll literally get better results. Hire a coach. That's what it is. Listen, I'm not hating on anyone, but this is something that I really do see like too often. And I really believe that it should change because that's how it works. Like, why are we not talking about that? Right? Like, if you want that swimsuit body that you're always talking about, lift weights. Lift weights. You have to. I almost just threw my laptop across the room. That was crazy. And that kind of ties into the next point, number 2, eating more whole foods. Yes, I said it, more. Keyword, more whole foods. Yes, you need to be in a calorie surplus in order to put on muscle. So how do you not put fat on by doing that? Make sure you optimize your protein intake and you pay attention to your carbs and your fats, understanding what amounts you should be consuming, tracking your foods on MyFitnessPal, right? Like weighing things out, being strategic with your meal prep, planning ahead. Here's the thing, right? Listen to this one. Either you plan to succeed or you plan to fail. Either one, either way, like something's going to happen. Either you're going to fail or you're going to succeed, right? So you might as well just fucking start preparing ahead. Listen, I don't know if I worded that right, but like that's what it is. Proper planning leads to proper execution. That's what it is. And listen, drastically restricting your calories is not the answer either. It's not. I'm speaking to you, my women too, especially. You need to find something that you could stick to, something that you will actually enjoy. Otherwise, let's be real, like you'll probably cave in 2 weeks. You know, especially with the new year, right? I get this all the time. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to achieve my goals this year. This is it. New year, new me. But why don't those work? Why does 86% of New Year's resolutions fail? Why do they fail? Because of broken mentality and perspective on those situations, right? It's a broken mindset. You have this crazy expectation that all of a sudden I'm going to drastically change every single every single part of my life. You just flip a switch and all of a sudden everything's going to change. Like, do you really think that's realistic? Probably not. So let's figure this out here, right? Focusing on better nutrients. What are better nutrients? Chicken, salmon, eggs, rice, potatoes, oats, fruits, vegetables. And it's like, yeah, cool, Sal. I know I need to eat protein and fruits and vegetables, right? But finding ways to make that more enjoyable, that's the answer. That's the answer. So how do you do that? Maybe you do ground turkey tacos. I like egg tacos in the morning. I do low carb wraps. Some days I do oats and egg whites. I mean, it depends how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll throw sweet potatoes in there, onions, mushrooms, peppers. There's really just a lot of ways to make things work if you're willing to do that. You literally just have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Like, that's what it is. Am I making sense here? If I'm making sense, drop a comment. Daniela says consistency. Agreed. It has to be something realistic. Yeah, it has to be. You can't create these crazy, unrealistic expectations and expect to have a sustainable fitness journey. Like, it logically does not make sense. So let's try to create something that's a little more realistic. Let's create something more realistic. And that's why I'm here talking about this right now here today. It's important. This is something you need to grasp. Like protein French toast, that shit is gains. You do low-calorie bread. You dip some egg whites and egg yolks with the bread, cinnamon, maybe a little protein powder, almond butter, sugar-free syrup, gains. Maybe cut up a banana if you're doing legs, and you carb cycle a little bit. Yeah, I'm throwing a lot at you. It's valuable information, but it works. I honestly believe there's so many ways to make it happen, to make better choices, to stay on track and make progress in your journey, that we need to stop making excuses. We need to stop normalizing that it's okay to slack off and go out to dinner and eat like shit and spend $100 and think it's cool. I see it so often. I'm not saying don't go out and enjoy yourself, but it's like become like this normalized thing to just go to dinner and throw around all this money and just neglect your health consistently. And then you complain about why you're not where you want to be, when the proof is right in front of you. Like, you know exactly what you need to be doing on a daily basis, but yet we're choosing not to. Why? Doesn't make sense to me. And that kind of ties into the last point here, number 3, lowering your expectations. Like, as a society, we are now programmed to want everything instantaneously, right? When in reality, this like fitness journey, okay, right, is the polar opposite of that. It's the complete opposite. It really is. Like, I'm not going to lie here. I've been training out of my fucking mind for the last 2 years. I have. I really have. I've never been more consistent with my training than I have been the last 2 years. And like, I'm just right now, the past couple months, starting to see some progress in the areas that I've been focusing on, mainly my chest and my back. Been drastically focusing on that, like watching videos, reading articles, doing certain movements, like pushing myself, working out with partners on certain days, progressive overload, focusing on protein, sleep, not drinking water, supplements. I mean, I do not play fucking games. I don't. Why? Because I want the fucking result. And I'm sorry, I just refuse to believe that majority of people are capable of doing that. Well, I should rephrase that. Majority of people are capable. They're just choosing not to. And it's something that really frustrates me. It really does. And I want to pull that out of you guys. Listen, if you're watching this and you're getting value, let me know, because this is just something that really does bother me. And I really am trying to make a dent here. I mean, point being here, guys, you're never going to be satisfied. You're always going to want more. Always. That's what it is. So learning how to incorporate that into your life is a true process. It really is a true process. And the thing is that no one's going to do that for you. No one's coming to save you. No one's knocking on your door. No one's forcing you to do anything. You can hire an in-person trainer and go meet them at the gym, but realistically, you're only there for 40 minutes and then see you later. Do they track your nutrition? Do they build you a custom training program? Do they hold you accountable? Do they reach out to you? Do they actually speak with you throughout the week? Do they have client check-ins? No. So, I mean, understanding that, how to incorporate that into your life is really a true trial and error process that does take time. Like, commit to that and be okay with falling on your face consistently. Like, I've made thousands of mistakes, thousands, and I've just chosen to continue going in spite of that. That's it. Excuse me. That's all it is. I got the hiccups now. Fuck. So the question is, what will you do with that information? What will you do? Okay. So we'll leave it at that. Boom. All right. That wraps up another episode. Okay. We're going to close out Anchor really quick and YouTube.